Oh man, we're in the nether. First video on the new PC. So, we are back at it. Oh geez, that is a screen tearing nightmare. Let's get that out of there. Okay, what am I looking at? What am I doing? What have we been up to? Well, let's talk about Minerva, I don't care how you pronounce it, for a second. So, we are out here in the nether, and that way is spawn. That's about 1,000 or so blocks away. And this is an area where we're going to be doing some stuff. So down here is a melon farm. Let's go check that out for a second. If you are a longtime viewer of mine, then you know exactly what's about to happen. But you might not have the full story. So, it's nighttime. Oh, that's spooky. Spooky scary. This is a big melon farm. The guys crafted some melons, and so we never actually finished building this. Let's get a big view of it. This is a modified version of El Mango's design. You see the top layer is never finished. What we figured out was something similar. And I say we as in I was not even involved, but this is what it looks like. You can kind of double up the spawning spaces and they spawn very, very fast because the more cropland you have around a crop, the faster it'll grow. And this is about as efficient as it can get with having all of them in place. I'm freaking out a little bit because I have never experienced this place in full 60 FPS. I'm loving this. And it's very fast. Very, very fast. In fact, we actually, oh, it's harvesting. Cool. We never actually finished building it, so it got all 4.3 million melon blocks that we needed for the nether perimeter. And that's where we were just at. So we also needed 4.3 million dragon eggs. I'm not certain that we quite got there. Remember, that is 43 double chests full of shulker boxes, full of dragon eggs and melon blocks. Also that we can do what we're doing here. So this is what I call the Bedrock Eater. There's really no name for it, and there are a lot of pistons missing. I'm gonna have to look into that. Okay, Nuke and I can work on this. But the idea is, it's very interesting. You'll be at the end of this thing, and the whole thing will be going in that direction. And then this will be on the unloaded chunks, and these pistons push forward, breaking the melon blocks. We could have also used leaves, but getting that many leaves is incredibly difficult, and placing pumpkins is annoying. So we decided on melons. And the concern with this is when you break them, it produces a lot of melon slices, so we're going to have to be very careful when doing this. But this is what we're going to do. So you can see there are 5 layers of melons and dragon eggs, and 5 layers of bedrock to remove over the entire perimeter. It's going to look like that. And basically in unloaded chunks, these shift forward. Dragon eggs go straight down instantly, breaking the bedrock, and that's a sweet property of dragon eggs. And then the pistons that are supposed to be down here will sweep through and break all the dragon eggs and melon blocks. Or break all the dragon eggs. Melon blocks get destroyed up here. And that's kind of it. This shifts forward, dragon eggs fall down. This shifts forward again down here to destroy the dragon eggs. And then this whole thing will shift forward. There's a flying machine causing all of this. So you are slowly, one block at a time, loading every single block. And with each block, 5 pieces of bedrock, 5 rows of bedrock, 5 rows of bedrock, 5 rows of bedrock. Nuke's wondering what I'm doing. And this will AFK eat away the entire perimeter. So what do we got here? With banners of dragon eggs, I think it was Iron and friends. I don't know who helped him. I think Vilgot was involved. They went ahead and destroyed a nice little square, and there's the mess. They're not going to bother with the dragon eggs because we can dupe these at like 86,000 dragon eggs an hour, so that's no concern at all. And this is all going to be exploded anyway, so no one cares. So yeah, that's just kind of the mess behind. But they basically built all the pistons that have been removed there, and what I've been working on off camera were placing all the dragon eggs and melons. So as for where I've been on Minerva, it's been not busy. I went on vacation for a while and I've been taking it easy. We obviously worked on the perimeter when I got back. And then with the impending PC upgrade, I just haven't had the motivation to play Minecraft. It's really hard to play Minecraft on a crappy computer when you've got a better one incoming, so I've basically been waiting for that CPU right there. And now that I've got it, Minecraft has never been more fun. I might have screwed up on the top layer, I don't want to talk about it. And that's how long it is. So this whole perimeter is 928 blocks long. And we need to build this long row first. So this long row will actually clear up enough room to build the real machine. So what that means is we need to clear this row because we need to remove some bedrock to get the pistons in place. Because it needs to start at bedrock level. That's kind of the original square that I showed. So I guess a good way to show this would be to sort of illustrate. And let's see if I can use the tools I have available. There were some crafting tables over here. Let's steal those. So we grabbed the crafting tables. Basically what we did was this. We started with our original square. This built the machine. Now we're gonna, this is the whole perimeter, you see. Now we're gonna branch it out like this so that we can build the rest of the machine. And then that's going to go forward and it's going to clear all of the bedrock in here and it's going to be awesome. Except that it'll be a square, not just this. So that's kind of the idea. We're just making room for the real machine right now. And then in some sort of multi-part huge AFK session maybe we can clear away all the bedrock. I doubt that we're going to be able to do this in one sweep because 928 blocks is tough to load. I'm not sure if you could fit that with like a 32 render distance or something, and even on my processor I don't know that yes, I don't know that I would be able to even process that, so it would probably kill the server too anyway. And that's kind of the plan. Basically I'm just working with Nuke. We're probably going to build up the rest of this, and then all the dragon eggs and melons are placed, and then we can strip away all this bedrock. And that's kind of it. So this has been the main project for a while. This perimeter will house our blaze farm, gas farm, gold farm, and wither farm. And that should be just about all the nether mobs we care about in one gigantor perimeter. Trust me guys, I fought for 1024 by 1024, but nobody went for it. I barely convinced them that it was a brilliant idea to strip away all the bedrock, and even then nobody believed me. They just kind of all agreed that it would be totally epic and never done before to do this huge of an area and just remove all of the bedrock. And then that'll leave us open to build like Mango's World Eater or something and then just destroy all of the lava and stuff inside. And then we should do the whole perimeter in not that much manpower, and this has got to be the easiest way to do it. So we'll probably, I have to say, I don't really know. I would love to do a video on this design because this has never been seen before and it's kind of incredible. This is the most efficient bedrock eating machine I've ever seen, and yeah, it was with a little bit of help from Couch and the Chorus Crowd guys. We improved on the idea a lot. You guys should have seen their prototype. We came pretty far with this thing. I don't know that there's a better way to do it, because this is just going to shift forward one block every few seconds, and I guesstimated we could do the 928 by 928 perimeter in about 15 minutes, roughly. And that's, of course, with the asterisk, meaning you're probably going to have to wait for all these melon block slices to despawn, because I don't know if you've ever broken 4.3 melon blocks, but, well, you could only render... If it's 15 minutes, then 4.3 divided by 3. So you're probably going to have something like 9 point whatever million. What is 43 divided by 3? Okay, I took longer than I should have. It was like 1.4 million or something like that. I'm just doing this in my head. I don't know why. Anyway, 1.4 million melon blocks, and then that has an average of 5. So that's going to be something like 28 million melon slices. That sounds like too much. 7 million. Oh, yeah, because... Alright, so I thought of this thing to multiply and divide by 5. And to divide by 5, I take a number, I multiply it by 2, and then I divide by 10. So if you want to do 1.4 million divided by 5, it'd be, 280,000, yeah. And to multiply it, you have to just multiply it by 2. So like 1.4 would be like 14 times 2. And then you just multiply by 2, add 10, kind of like that. Anyway, so yeah, it'd be about 7 million melon slices, and that is enough to crash most computers. So yeah, we're gonna have to take it in strides. I don't know what my point was because of all this math. It's late, early. It's like 5 in the morning. I love my sleep schedule in the summer. Anyway, that's what we're up to, and I don't know what the rest of this video is gonna behold, but hopefully it should be some progress reports. Oh man, you guys. I mean, it's the little things. So. I just wanted to record this because we finished. This was actually surprisingly easy to work on. 3 people doing a simple task makes very fast work. This is the new thing to break all the dragon eggs. You can see this is what pushes forward. And while he's powering this, he's going to be unwittingly demonstrating this. So this should snake its way up. Just going to wait for him to do that. All these dragon eggs should move. Come on. Come on, Nuke. He can't hear me. I'm just waiting for him to... Come on. There we go. You can see it'll just break all the dragon eggs. And yeah, let me just talk for a second. So I am just so excited because it's the little things like you guys don't really see this, obviously, because I'm not recording when I do this, but opening OBS and the time between hitting my record button and the time that like it starts recording is so much faster than it used to be. I was talking to someone off camera on my own that you guys don't really understand all of the clips you've missed because I haven't been able to like quick hit record before something happened. But now I should be in good shape. I'm also in a super good mood because okay, while I understand this isn't rational, I don't know what it is, but I've been using the Razer Black Widow Ultimate keyboard for a very long time. I got it because it was for a birthday, or no, yeah, I think it was a Christmas present I wanted. And I just wanted a good keyboard, and Razer, while expensive, they make some good products. So I wanted this keyboard. I actually wanted the Razer Black Widow Chroma, but at the time, that was like 280 bucks. Well, it's 2017, boys and girls. That thing is like 140 bucks now, and it's the same awesome keyboard it always was. So, honestly, if you guys don't know anything about these keyboards, it is the exact same one that I'm using right now to play Minecraft. It's just backlit with multicolored, and it has different effects, like when you type, it ripples out and stuff. That's the one I want, by the way. And I'm so giddy. It was like 140 bucks, and I already have a keyboard, and I will be using this keyboard for my other system, so everything's gonna have a place. It's not a complete waste, but you know, it's one of those things where I can kind of justify spending more on this because this is a keyboard I plan to use forever. Like, it's not one that I ever have any intentions of replacing, so I can see why they charge so much for keyboards. I mean, people don't buy many keyboards. Like, especially, I talked to Nuke about it. His was like £5 or euros or whatever he said. Like, super cheap. And he's probably used that thing for years. So, it's kind of hard to make money in the keyboard industry without charging like 140 bucks for what was probably like 10 bucks in parts to manufacture. Anyway, I say it's not practical. I mean, it's not, but I'm really happy about it. I don't have to explain why, and I am. So, that was a lot of money, especially for a guy without much of an income, but I'm gonna love this thing, so that's kind of it. I'm super giddy, and yeah, we're having fun. So this is gonna be pretty much it as far as setup goes. It looks like we have a little bit more bedrock that we didn't quite get to. Actually, yeah, it looks like we have a little bit of bedrock to remove. No, that looks like it's gonna go with the first one. Yeah, looks like the system's totally ready to go. And then from there, I don't know if I'll be able to record running it, but that's kind of it. So yeah, good job. Oh, that's interesting. I started recording and it stopped. Never mind. I was just getting 30 FPS looking in this direction, and as soon as I looked away, it went right back up to 60. Oh, weird. We have our first almost success.
Yeah, but
We got lots of melons.
let's place this
We
piston on the
removed
other
some
side.
bedrock, and some pistons didn't fire. And did you destroy those pistons?
The piston got stuck too. Well, it
Oh.
fired, so it couldn't fire again. Don't activate it
Activate it.
now.
Now I can?
Well, now you can.
Aha! And just from that alone, we've got like 100 entities. So that's the concern with the lag, but aha, our first success.
Ew.
Nuke, our lead engineer on this project, has successfully announced that we have done yet another block. So now we're going to do 5 blocks, and then we're going to up it to an AFK session if that works. Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
5 blocks and a lot of entities. It's a success! Wow,
Yeah.
that is already 300 entities. So it looks like when I went to bed last night, they were busy. Huh. Alright, I suppose I should catch you guys up. So, after recording, I hung out with Nuke for quite some time, and we had some issues. Just we cleaned up some bedrock, and it took well, we cleaned up some dragon eggs because it screwed up, Since I am not downloading that virus just to talk to these guys. Discord's down right now. I think I'm just gonna wait it out, maybe play Civ 5. It is like 5:40 something. I gotta pick up mom and sister at the airport anyway, so in about an hour. So I'm not doing that. I'll just wait for Discord to come back up. But we had some trouble with the dragon eggs, and we cleaned it up, and I went to bed because I was super tired. I'd been going for a long time, and we'd hit kind of a roadblock that I really wasn't in the mindset to deal with. I can understand if this frustrated Nuke, but you know, it's just best to clear your head sometimes. I was on my way down. I often compare my sleep to like a plane landing. Like I was just a slow flight descent, and then I was about to hit the runway. I did not want to continue playing Minecraft, especially now that we were having a problem. Discord works again. See, I told you guys, it's not worth that just downloading Skype. Anyway, and I left it there, and then I logged on to this mess. I think they switched some stuff up. So he said to stay behind the engine. I don't know if he's going to run it, but up here, they were using slime blocks instead, and it was updating the piston up above with observers. And now it looks like they're just powering it. And I'm not sure why they use ice, maybe because it's like spawn proof or something. Although we already have a peaceful mob switch that Nuke set up, and Discord is back on. It just popped up on my right monitor. So looks like all is well. Yeah, it's working. And they assured me in chat that this didn't take very long to do it all. And yeah, I'm excited. Well, it appears as though I've done it, guys. I now play with a group of Minecraft players who can break TDL's iron. No, I was gonna say improve TDL's iron farm. So, wow, whoa, they redid Fkin everything. Delusion and the Flossy, and I think King Creeper. I don't actually know. Nuke might have been involved. I should really have gotten names before I started talking, but they they were very, very confident that they could improve Tiddle's wiring on this thing, and I think they did. I never really cared because, I mean, frankly, I don't care, and I just think, like, you know, it already worked. It didn't really need to be rebuilt or optimized, and the farm shouldn't ever break anyway, but, yeah. And then when you custom your own farm, you can actually do little things like they wanted to get a better view of the iron golems. That's going to drive me nuts. I think that's missing. But light on currently building, so I think it's currently rebuilding itself. But yeah, I'll tell Delusion that I think he's AFK, because when Delusion AFKs, he and I share the same little iron farm secret that we like to watch iron farms build. If I can find him somewhere... I would have expected him somewhere around here, but I don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. I called it. Called it. Yeah, Delusion's probably just AFK watching iron farm rebuild. But, you know, it's one of those things that you don't... Like, I fought it because I thought it was unnecessary and kind of stupid to do. Still think that. But now that it's done and it's not really a debate anymore, I have to admit I'm glad it's done. You know, like, the wiring looks... I don't know if it looks better. I think it looks better because it's more solid. Like, it looks like structural things. If you don't know what's going on here, the observers update the doors, and it's a very, very lag-friendly way to bring the wirings up. And you might have seen the other notable change is TDL used a system where hoppers were going in long loops, and then comparators were out here, and that's what powered the pistons that cut off the door's light. Whereas these guys used comparator fading signals, so it just slowly degrades the signal one at a time, and then the pistons eventually retract. I'm not 100% confident how that worked. It looks like it's built up to here, but yeah, it looks like it's kind of working. I mean, it's putting all the villages in the same spot. And he also said there were a few other features, like you could stop it at any amount of villages. You can do incremental building, where I can imagine you can just click a button and add another village, click a button, add another village. Looks like we got LaFlossie's system here. I don't know if that's keeping it chunk loaded. He said that it goes to the nether and then comes back out or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it's better than normal. So he set it to 192 villages, and I'm not entirely sure how the rest of this works because I haven't been briefed. But yeah, no, there's an iron farm upgrade. That's where all of our iron is going. Isn't that just cute? We're not even collecting it yet. Wow, okay. Alright, I'm going to do something that might annoy some of you, but I'm going to end it here, because I've talked a lot in this video, and I pretty sure the video length is going to be fairly long, and I'm going to keep it all in one part, I believe. But I want to end it here because, well, here's sort of the progress and sort of the deal. This video is really more of a way to kind of document that this is happening, that like we're doing this and it's cool, and let you guys in on the loop. It's not really like a progress episode, although if you see this amount of Bedrock and you've cleared Bedrock the conventional way with banners and dragon eggs, you would know that this is still a fair amount of work. But, you know, it's not tremendous on the scale that I want to do it, because we got to do the rest of this perimeter. And that's kind of the other part, is when this thing is running, it's really not that interesting, because when it's actually running, everybody's either logged out or behind the conveyor thing, and it's just, you're sitting in that engine, and it's just slowly moving along in chunks that haven't even rendered for you, because that's kind of how it works. So there's literally nothing to look at, which means I'm not really going to show you guys the huge sweep of the perimeter. I mean, obviously we'll build it up in an episode and show it. And if you think this video was, you know, pretty short in terms of progress, that's okay. There'll be more videos. I could make this super interesting, but the video would take a few more days to do, and I'd kind of like to do sequential updates kind of as we go on. And this was really more of an update video as to where I've been, what I'm doing. The computer upgrade kind of slowed me down for a bit. I lost my motivation for Minecraft a bit because this project wasn't moving along, but hey, the Minerva members impressed me. I just mass messaged everyone, and almost I think the next night progress was getting made, and I hopped on and helped, and well, we got this much done. So things are finally happening, and I've got enemies bot now on my second computer over there, AFK. Oh, seeds. And he's running the dragon egg duper, so we've got more dragon eggs coming in, and all is well. So yeah, we're probably going to work on most of this off camera, which is why I want to end the video, because this isn't really going to be too much interesting that you guys haven't seen already. And yeah, this is really more of an update as far as spreading some information. So yeah, that's going to do it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed the update and some of the progress. I hope some of you are intrigued by this kind of concept. We should definitely do a video on this, because this is pretty cool. There's really no better way that I can think of to really clear Bedrock, and that's kind of that. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.